Good evening, everyone. My name is Fabio Castillo, and I'm going to be talking about FMK's, for my country spelled with a K, the 9C1 9mm pistol. As you can see, it is very similar to the plastic guns, the polymer guns, excuse me, that Glock produces. This particular model has a 10-round magazine. Since it is California compliant and manufactured in California, this was a requirement. If you can see here, you can see you have your slide release, which is similar to that of a Glock. This pistol is unloaded, already checked, checking again, one more time, and it is fairly simple to break down like a Glock. You just slide back, pull back on the slide slightly, pull down the slide release, push forward, comes apart. You have your lower, your slide spring, and your barrel. This particular model has a barrel that is 4 inches. It is a tilt barrel. You have your slide spring. One thing I did notice, and I'm not really too big a fan on, is plastics. The guide rod is made out of plastic. Now, I have a Ruger SR9 that the guide rod is a steel guide rod, and I feel that that is a better material to use. Therefore, you're not going to have any wiggling, and plastic does, over time, in my opinion, has become brittle and could be a failure area. The slide also, you're able to remove the backing here where the trigger is, pop it out, and actually disassemble the trigger assembly all the way out. It's a striker fired pistol, so the trigger is built into the slide. Now, the sights on this pistol are removable. It does come with an additional 8 sights that you can adjust for windage and elevation. They're already prefabricated, so pretty much you just remove the sight and put in the one you want to go left, right, up, down. That's pretty much where you want to go. Now, one of the beautiful things about this pistol, and this what attracted me to it, is that the manufacturer has etched the Bill of Rights onto the slide. It starts all the first 10: freedom of speech, religion, right to petition our government, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, no quartering of soldiers without owner's consent, no unreasonable search or seizure, no double jeopardy, no penalty without due process of law, the right to speedy trial by jury, right to assistance and defense in civil suits, right to trial by jury, no fact tried by jury re-examined. In addition, let me go ahead and finish off these Bill of Rights. And then we have, excuse me, no excessive bail, no cruel or unusual punishment. Enumeration in the Constitution of rights shall not be construed to deny others retained by the people. And lastly, powers not delegated to the United States nor prohibited by states are reserved to the states or the people. It is also etched that the Model 9C1, manufactured in Placentia, California, USA proudly, build a stronger America, support the flat tax. It also says proudly American. On the top it says in God we trust, United States of America. And on the lower portion here it says thank you US soldiers. The very back of the slide, imprinted in the striker stop, is put freedom and liberty. There's additional sayings on the serrations. I'm not going to go in depth into those because that would be a bonus if you choose to purchase this pistol, because they are pretty funny. Now, I have taken it out to the range recently, ran about 50 rounds using just standard commercial loads, 115 grain. I was having a little bit of trouble with the extractor getting the rounds all the way out of the pistol. I think maybe it's just part of the break-in process. I'm going to go run another 100 rounds through it. If I'm still having the same issue, I am going to contact the manufacturer and let them know, because that can be a problem, since this is very small. It's small enough and light enough that it can be your everyday carry. However, if you're not going to have the reliability and getting those shells out of there, it might not be something that you want to carry, because everything is about reliability when you are carrying concealed. As this is my first time doing a review on a firearm, or a review of anything in that matter, please forgive some of my pauses, as I am still thinking through the process, slightly intimidated by the fact that lots of people are probably going to be listening to this, hopefully. It does come, since it is a California gun, it does come with quite a few safety features. First and foremost, you have a trigger safety. This red portion here must be depressed in order for the trigger to go back. If you do not depress that portion, the trigger does not go back. It has a mag out safety, so if the magazine is released, the striker will not fire. It is a double action only pistol, so the movement of the trigger in full travel, it is what gets the pistol to cock and fire. Some people are not very fond of the double action only. Since this is the first time I've actually handled a weapon that is double action only, I would say the jury's still out. However, I am fairly pleased with the way the trigger feels. The travel it does have quite a bit of travel, and also it takes quite a bit of travel back before you get the reset. I was very pleased with the accuracy of the weapon. It shoots true, and the groups I was shooting, and I've only been doing this for basically since Father's Day, and I would say at 21 feet I was putting groups probably around 5-6 inches. For those of you that are more accurate than I, that may not be so impressive, but 5 or 6 inches on a target for me, I don't think the target's going to get up. Now, putting it back together basically is doing the reverse, putting back the barrel into the slide. Most of you who have pistols already know this routine. One thing, as I mentioned before, I was having some feeding issues with the pistol. Not feeding issues. I was having some extractor issues, which therefore caused some feeding issues. If the shell's not coming all the way out, then the next shell is not going to be able to get in there. So in any case, I'm going to continue to use this. Right now I am very content with it. Now, there aren't any holsters per se that are designed for this pistol. However, I did find a Black Hawk holster that is made for the Glock 19s, 21s. That fits this pistol very well. It locks it up nice and tight, doesn't move around. Had to make just a slight adjustment on the retention screw for my personal preference, but other than that, I am very happy with this weapon. I do plan on, once thoroughly going through quite a few hundred rounds, determining whether or not this is going to be my everyday carry. I'm kind of partial to my SR9. That pistol is a very good pistol to carry. They also have the compact version. I may do a review of that weapon down the line, but I've seen the SR9 reviews. I've not seen anyone do one for the FMK 9C1. If you're interested in this weapon, you can go to FMKFirearms.com, where they have a lot of information, especially by the owner, and it has a story behind why he decided to manufacture this particular weapon, or a weapon in general, in California, and what he is doing to further the cause of our Second Amendment rights to keep and bear arms. Again, my name is Fabio Castillo. This is my first time doing a review of this sort. I do look forward to receiving critiques on this report, so that if I need to do a follow-up and improve and maybe add some more detail, I will. Again, FMK 9C1. 10 round magazine, comes with 2. Comes in a nice box. All you need to do is the locks. You can use it for travel. And that's all I have. Oh, almost forgot. It does come with an integrated rail. So you can go ahead and insert a light or a laser on the front. Personally, I think this works just fine the way it is, and especially if you're going to use it as a carry weapon, because of the limited number of holsters available, that it might be a little tough to find one that will also leave room for a light or a laser. All right, folks, thank you very much, and everyone, keep shooting straight. Make sure you point down range, and I look forward to doing another review. Thank you.